I want to, always merge these different places, bring them to this little place of Canada I live in. 2 Jimi Hendrix buses pull up in front of Elvis's Graceland into Marcellus. Everybody playing Jimi Hendrix. You want to dance. No matter what it was, it made you want to dance. This guy's playing some music.
All right, please welcome to the stage on the bass guitar, Mr. Henri Brown.
I was on the Jimi Hendrix Tribute Tour. They do every year they do a tour with all of these fabulous artists like Johnny Lang, Kenny Wayne Shepherd, Taj Mahal, Ernie Isley, of course Billy Cox from The Experience, it's too many to name, Eric Johnson, Eric Gales, Chris Layton, man, I feel there's so many guys on the tour. There's like 23, 20. Bootsy Collins is on the tour this year. Buddy Guy, I played with Buddy Guy on the tour. It's like, and we did 25, 26 cities in America throughout the South and everything, and it was amazing. We had these 2 beautiful Jimi Hendrix buses, all painted up, all with Jimi Hendrix, all on these buses, on these big Prevos. And I have the driver. Everybody was asleep, and I had the driver pull up and park, and we were going through Memphis. And I said, "Would you mind? Can we stop at Elvis's place, please?" So we stopped at Elvis's house. So 2 Jimi Hendrix buses pull up in front of Elvis's Graceland. And I'm taking pictures. All of a sudden, here comes Bootsy. Here comes everybody starts getting out the bus, and we all start taking pictures in front of Elvis's place. It was cool. Now we were passing through, so take a quick picture at the gates and let's go. The whole show is 3 hours long, 3.5 hours long, and everybody playing Jimi Hendrix. It's amazing. It's everybody's, there's everybody's the same. There's no big heads. These are all stars. They all got Grammys and everything. But when they all come together to play Jimmy's music, it's all about Jimi. The combinations are incredible. You don't know who's going to be playing with, such and such is playing with such and such is playing with, over here it's like, okay. Last year I played on maybe 3 or 4 songs in one show, which is, for me, I'm like, whoa, I played with Buddy Guy. I got to sing with Eric Johnson on a song. Little backgrounds with Johnny Lang. I get to sing Them Changes with Buddy Miles' song. I get to sing that one on the tour. I got to play Foxy Lady, Purple Haze. I was like, I've found myself to start making time to be more involved and help. If they can use me, I'll be there. So my brother was there, and so now that he's gone, it's just my cousin Janie there. Janie is Jimmy's sister, and she is in charge of the Jimi Hendrix Experience Corporation.
Every person on this stage has a talent and a story all their own, but the one thread that winds us all together is my brother Jimi, and his spirit's here tonight, and he's here with you. And thank you for celebrating his music and his life. God bless.
So I figured, well, if she can use me on the tours to play some music, I'll come. So I try to make myself available for every time there's a new tour. That they're going to do another one in November, so I'll be ready to go out and perform. It's so far it's been North America, but I'm trying to tie them in with Australia now and all my Asian stuff. So we're trying to get it over to like at the Venetian where I play in Macau and all these different places that I play in Asia, and try to put together a tour so we can actually do the Hendrix tour over there as well. I was playing in Malaysia, so the guy was like, "Is there any chance you can get her to come over?" I said, "Well, I don't know. I can call her and ask her, you know." So she brought a jacket to Malaysia to KL that Jimmy wore, and a plaque of his Lifetime Achievement Award, his Grammy. So we grew up together as kids, and it's funny because, you know, it's for a lot of years we of course we're family, but we don't see each other. I'm over on the other side of the world. She's over doing this, doing that, and so for the past couple of years we've kind of been hanging out together, and it's hilarious because it's like we're kids again. You know, it hasn't changed. You know, it's still crazy. We're on the bus, and she'll be texting me a message like, "Did you hear what such and such just or just whatever it is." It's just like there's so many things that it's like, oh my God, it's like we're kids again. It's hilarious.
Are you taking any videos, any films?
Yeah, but we film all the time. Everybody wants to be there, which is amazing,
Hey, Joe, where you going with that gun in your hand? Hey, Joe, where you going with that gun in your hand? Gonna shoot my old lady and walk on messing around with another man.
Do you feel sometimes that he's in the room?
I'm not the one. That's I'm not the one. I don't really ever get that vibe. People say that, but I don't really. That's just me. I don't. Maybe I do, and I don't notice it. Maybe I don't. I always tell ghosts if they want to talk to me in the daytime in the middle of the park. Don't come to my bed, sitting on my bed down in the middle of the night. I don't want to hear. No. Why you got to talk to me then? When it's all steamy and cold and dark outside, when it's, no. Talk to me, and I'm in the middle of the park in the daytime, and we can sit and talk all day. But ghosts, if you're out there, don't come visit me in the middle of the night when I'm asleep, please. And I think that's just the way it is. I think that whole free-spirited thing is a bloodline thing, I mean, it's. I don't think I follow trends. I don't think I follow fashions. I think I come up with what I want to come up with when I need to come up with it. And I think I know Jimmy was exactly the same way. I mean, it's like, some of the stuff he wore, the scarves and the things and the I mean, it's just it's, again, nothing new, but it created his own fashion. That became his style. Even though somebody else wore it somewhere, it became his. So that's how we make everything. These are people who aren't afraid to be who they want to be. There's no barriers. I mean, you got to understand, most musicians, most people are conservative in a sense of style. They have to wait till it's okay with the people across the street before they put it on, Whereas as an artist like Jimmy, it's like, I like it, I'm going to wear it. I'm going to create it. I don't care. There's no formula for it. I'm going to create the formula myself because I like it. And I think there's only a few people in the world that are like that. Most of the people wait for the fashion to come out. And there's some people that make the fashion come out. So Jimmy's definitely one of the makers, Well, I'm gonna, I'm working on these young folks because they're a little bit of a priority for me right now.
Once in a lifetime isn't too much to ask, 'cause I swear from now on, if ever you're in my arms again, this time I'll love you much better. If ever you're in my arms again, this time I'll hold you forever. This song would never end.
And in the midst of working on them, you know, when they go home, I start working on my stuff. So I'm excited to do a new record for myself. You know, it's I enjoy it. The title track is going to be called "Wave of Pleasure." You can come and go on a wave of pleasure. You can fly high like a bird to a party but everyone's got their own thing, even though it varies every day. Now that we're here together, this is what I like to say: you can come and go on a wave of pleasure. Now, I didn't pen that, so I can't take credit for it. But when I was about 15, I was traveling with a band called Robert Hill's Family Affair out of Seattle, Washington, and we were based in LA. They were backing up the Main Ingredients, which is the father of Cuba Gooding Jr. And one of the guys, the guitar player, his name was Gary Hendrix, and that was one of the tunes he wrote, and it just stuck with me all these years. So unfortunately, he passed away a couple years back, but I vowed that I'm going to bring it back.
Okay, I just want to thank you so much.
Thank you.
Just God bless you. God bless you and all of that you're working on, and I wish you just the best and can hardly wait to see more of what you're doing.
I got lots more to come. Love, peace, and elbow grease.
Together we shall always be.
Yeah. Everybody here has been introduced one time or another to Jimi Hendrix. I was introduced to him when I was 11 years old because he came to live in our home. Whenever he was playing, if he's in the dining room or the living room, he would be in the room with his guitar, and I would be in the room with my social studies book. But I was not doing social studies. He was ahead of his time, and he still is.